Come on. So this part of the ranch that we're on was purchased in 1913 by my great-grandparents. In 2013, we were recognized as a centennial ranch in the state of Oklahoma, which is pretty rare. It means we've been in continuous operation for 100 years. Come on. Woo! Come on. They're calm, they're healthy, been well cared for. So it's important to keep them relaxed where they're out grazing and heads down and just walking through the field versus like that right there. 2 to 4 inches of grass left on average, and then it's time to move them on out to a new pasture. They live a good life. Yeah. If I was a cow, I would want to be right here.
Go get a drink. When we look here about this ranch, and when we look about the future, and when we look about things that we need to do on a ranch or wherever in life, you ask yourself why. Why do you not have a float on a water trough? Why is that grass like it is? When you start asking yourself why, then you start knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it. And you need to figure out whether that answer you give is good enough or you need to change.
We're not going to feed this nation that's growing every day if we don't make improvements so that we're improving the product that we're making for our consumers. Everything we do is to make things better, and that's basically, to me, what sustainable is. If you're not looking forward at all times, you're going to get left behind.
It's a beautiful day in cow paradise. These are our integrity beef cows. You couldn't get any better grass than this right here. The integrity beef program was one of the best things that we've ever done. Adhering to the guidelines, having sustainable land has really benefited us as far as the bottom line is concerned.
Other industry partners were looking around trying to find a place to start. When they found out about integrity beef, several of those industry partners, the feedlots and the packing plant, were pretty excited to work with our producers. Once the cow-calf producer sells a calf, once that calf leaves, his information usually ends. But from now on this program, that calf, every step of the ladder he takes from here on out, we get feedback.
We need all that information to come back because we know we're producing a quality product. We need them to tell us if there's anything we can do to make it any better.
Having that type of communication up and down the supply chain is actually something that's new for the beef cattle industry.
Essentially what we've done is we've aligned every segment in the beef supply chain focused on producing sustainable beef. So we've got the ranch segment, the feeding segment, packing and processing, and the end user. The consumer wants to know more about the food they're consuming today, and for many years we have not recognized that as being a demand that our customer is asking for. We've sort of not paid that close of attention to it.
A lot of times we worry about the final product that we see in the consumer's case, but it takes a lot of effort and a lot of things go into the production of that product. This effort will let us see that those things that we're doing back at the beginning are having a positive outcome at the end.
Whatever is done in other markets, people always look to the US and say, how's that being handled in the US? The work that we're doing here with the ranchers, with the entire value chain, is critical and will resonate way beyond the US.
We really want this value of being the best, trusted, the safest beef across the country. And we're going to be able to share our story and what we learn, not just here in the US, but globally.
What we're trying to do is kind of shake up the traditional industry a bit, but in a way that allows us to be more competitive and ultimately produce a better product for the consumer.
It's a great opportunity for us to be more engaged with members of our supply chain. It's our responsibility to be transparent and to have conversations with consumers.
The more transparency and light we can provide into our supply chain, the more honest and authentic conversations we can have with customers about how food is produced.
And when somebody will realize that people like McDonald's and other people in the world are moving forward and want stuff done with integrity and done right, they want to know it's done right, I think it's just a matter of time. More and more people will just start jumping on the boat, so to speak.
A lot of the industry, regardless of what segment it is, we do a lot of this stuff every day, and we have for a very long time. We just don't talk about it.
When that truck driver leaves to take those calves to Oklahoma City to sell them, I always tell them, that's a year's worth of work. Be careful.
For me, I live and breathe it every day. I'm making sure that we're doing the right thing. I'm trying to get better and making change, whether everybody wants to or not.
We are proud of what we do. We are proud of the story, and we just got to get comfortable with lifting that up and making it visible and making it transparent. And the outcome, we believe, is increased demand for beef.
If you start thinking sustainability, and if you start thinking and caring about the soil, if you care about the grass, if you care about the water, if you care about your cattle, when you start making all those things better, you wind up doing more with less. And now we can tell you it was raised with integrity. We can tell you that we took care of it in the best way we can, and you can see that by driving around and looking at other cattle. So you know you've got a product that we're proud of, and I think you will be too.